Good morning everyone, Josh Oakey from the Customer Service Movement, and there has been some changes to Facebook in the last month or so in regards to your privacy settings changing, and also the settings in the back of your personal profile that may help you become more productive in your business. So I'm just going to quickly take you through them now, and what you can look at so that your privacy in your Facebook page is nice and tight, but also take off some of those annoying notifications that you get, especially if you manage more than one business page. Alright, the first thing you want to be doing is go to the little arrow here and go down to settings. I'm already in there at the moment. You've got all your security settings here. Go through there. Not much has changed there over the last month, but this is where the big changes have happened. The who can see my stuff. I've just done a few updates, and this changed from friends to public. So that meant that every post that I put out there, that if anyone was coming to check out my personal profile, even if they weren't friends, they were seeing all of the stuff that I was posting. So I've just changed that to friends, and then you go and limit the past posts. So what that does is changes any of those public posts back to friend posts, so that you don't have to go through and individually change the visibility of those posts or shares or photos or videos that you've been doing in the past. So you just click on the limit past posts and limit old posts. So then you can just go through and check off all of the privacy settings. The timeline and tagging, always suggests that you review what other people see in your timeline. So then you view as, and you can view as a public, but more importantly, review tags people add to your own posts before the tags appear on Facebook. That's pretty important because you don't want to be tagged in photos or posts that you're not comfortable with. So just leave that on, and then you can add it to your timeline after the fact. Now the big one that I've just noticed come through is this one here, the notifications. Now what was happening was I was getting notified of every single page that I manage, which was about 20 odd, and it was getting a bit frustrating, and I couldn't find the notifications to turn it off because it wasn't available there. Now you can go into pages you manage, you go to edit, and then you just go through all the pages that you manage and turn the ones off that you don't need to get a notification in this little globe here, because every time the globe lights up, if you're like me, you want to have that plain, then you have to scroll through all the notifications. So I've just taken that off. The other one here that you may want to turn off are your groups. So all the groups that you are a member of, you can go through and turn the notifications on or off. Obviously, if you own or you are an admin of a group, you want to keep that on. But the one that's been clogging up my notifications are the highlights. So you can take all of those highlights off, and then you will just have the groups that you want to be notified about coming through to your notifications. So I hope that helps tidy up your notifications and your security with your Facebook account. When you're doing this, go into your general and change your password as well, and set up your legacy contact and your trusted contacts, just in case anything happens to you. You'll still be able to access your account. Once we've made the changes in our settings, we need to go back to our page to check to see what our profile looks like to the general public, just to make sure that all of our settings have actually become reflected. So to see what your page looks like to the general public, so people who are not your friends, click on the three dots here and select view as, and it comes up as public. and then we can go through, and as you can see, there's nothing appearing on my timeline except for the featured photos that I've chosen just to show who I am and what I do. My cover photo, which remains public, and if I click in photos, we have a look. So there's the albums, and there's feature photos and cover photos. If there are cover photos in here that you don't want people to see, go through and just click on them and delete them. But at the moment there is only one cover photo there, which is that one, and we check that all of these other categories in our Facebook page are blank. So no one can come in here and see anything. People can't see who my friends are, and all of those are blank as well. So we go back to the timeline. Now, that what you'll notice here is it only says lives in Bunbury from Bunbury. What you would want to see if you are commenting in groups for your business, or you want people to contact you and network with you for your business, you want your work and education, well, probably not education, but your work to sit as a public view. So to change that, we just go exit view, go to the about section, go into work and education, and then we see only our friends. So the settings that we just placed have knocked out this as public, and then go to friends and public and save changes, and do the same for my other work, which I'm currently working at. You can also add other information here if you choose to. Go back to overview. Then if we click view as on these three dots again, what we'll see is that now appears in the about section, which is exactly what I want to happen. And then the life events will also appear on the timeline as when those two businesses, I started working at those two businesses. So if someone's coming to Facebook stalk me, so to speak, what they'll find is what I want them to find, rather than the pictures from the weekend or my kids' pictures or anything like that. So that's how to set up your settings, privacy settings inside of Facebook. There have been some changes, so get into your settings. Remember to go to the little drop down here and select settings and get taken to your menu. Change your password while you're at it, and have an awesome day. Josh Oakey from the Customer Service Movement signing out.